Hey, what's up and welcome back to my channel Tiffy. We've had cats now for almost a year, and most of you guys know that, but at first it was 2 and now it is 5, and it gets pretty insane sometimes in this house. So I thought I might introduce you to the weird habits and manners of our cats today. And I've really been trying to capture all of the things that they were doing, but cats are really spontaneous creatures. And other than dogs, you cannot tell them to like come here and sit down all next to each other so we all have a picture with them together. And they have their spasmic moments where they're like running around and doing crazy things, or things like funny things that happen mostly spontaneously, just like with every other animal, I suppose. But I think with dogs it's a little bit easier. But I've tried really hard to record as much as possible, and I hope you'll enjoy the footage that I got. Just a quick disclaimer for all of the footage that you're about to see. We have a lot of stuff laying around because the cats ripped it down or things like that. I've been stressing about these things for this year that we've had them, and it was not healthy for me. So sometimes we just let things lay there and like they can play with it. Just keep it out of your mind, because as soon as you take that thing away, they're gonna find something else that they're gonna ruin. So don't wonder about the curtains on the floor, because they've ripped out the whole thing out of the wall and played with it on the floor and destroyed the curtains. And let me not think about it. Okay, thank you. So we're going to start with our weird aunt Diva, as we refer to her, because Sombra is the mom of the kittens, and Diva is basically the weird and crazy aunt, because she is exactly that. Diva doesn't really have the highest IQ, and it's really funny to look at her being dumb. But the thing is, like, I've been asked before, like, what makes Diva so stupid? Or why is she stupid? Why do you say that? And you really can't, like, finger point at one thing and tell you, like, that is the thing that makes her stupid. It's how she acts and how she lives really just gives you the picture of a low IQ. I'm sorry. I love her from the bottom of my heart, but she's stupid. And like at the same level weird as well. Because Diva, for example, when she's sleeping with open eyes and her tongue out most of the times. She's the only cat that snores from time to time, which I couldn't capture, sadly. Whenever Diva comes home when she was outside, she wants to eat immediately because she didn't catch anything outside. It's winter outside, it's -20. No mouse or bird is able to be caught. And that's why she's super hungry when she comes home. But the problem with her is that when she is super hungry, she is not eating right, and she basically breathes the food in. And she can't really take one of these briquettes or these pieces of this dry food at once. She takes all of them at once and then just shakes her head so all of the pieces fall to the side that are too much in her mouth, and then she starts chewing. And she like digs her whole face in it and just like starts munching, and it's very funny to see. Also, all of the other cats are very interested in Diva's odor whenever she comes back home, because apparently she smells different. She smells like outside, and the other small cats, the kittens, are not allowed to go outside yet, so they're really interested in how she smells, and she hates that. And the kittens know that. So what Minnie does every time when she comes home is that she sprints to her and sniffs the hell out of her, but discreetly. You know, she goes with her to the food, but she's not really hungry, so she just like sitting next to her and kind of... Diva is also the one that always, without any exception, steals my chair, this one, whenever I leave the computer in the evening when I want to go to bed, or like if I just grab a glass of water, for example. And I come back and this is what I see. But the thing is, whenever she is laying in my chair, then she's mostly sleeping already. Like, she falls asleep in like 10 seconds. And I want to pick her up and take her out of there, but she's always hanging like a sack of potatoes. Like, she's not putting any effort into it. She's like, well, you're doing all the work, human. Diva also loves to play with my shoelaces whenever I'm like tying my shoes to go to work or just to leave the house. And that is very adorable, but also very annoying when you're in a stressed mode and you really have to leave soon and she's just hanging there on your shoes. And yeah, here you can see how that looks like.
Tiefer. Stop it. Well, therefore you can go outside now, okay?
Then to Sombra. Sombra is fat, but she's cute. And she's most likely my best friend. I love her. I can do anything with Sombra and she will never be mad at me. She will sometimes just like scooch a little bit and I will be like, okay, it was too much, and then I put her down. But she's never bitten me or like clawed me very hard. But Sombra is very greedy and that's what made her so fat. She is digging in our trash to find something that she can eat. She's always on the hunt when we are like eating some food. She's always sitting next to us and wants to have everything. And it has become that far that she knows exactly how the cheese sounds when we open the packaging of it. So she's always there and always comes running with her fat ass as soon as she hears the cheese. And this is what I recorded today of her at lunch. She's trying so hard to hold it back. Jude.
Bye.
Teeth? Is this not teeth? You have more teeth. You smell like teeth.
And she's also the most talkative one when we're excluding Minnie right now because she's in her heat and that's why she's screaming all the fucking time. But not right now, so let's not jinx it. Usually when I enter like the bathroom or something because she loves to sleep there because the floor is warm, she says hello back to me because I always walk in and I'm like, hello Sandra, and she's like, meh.
Ska du gå ut? Ja.
I'm a cat lady already, alright? Then number 3, Shy, one of the kittens. Shy has really been the best name that we could have like picked for her because back then she was always the one that wasn't really showing much like body contact and didn't want to get close to anyone, and she's really just become her name. She has some sort of trust issues which we can't explain or like aren't because of us, because all of the other cats are totally fine, especially Sombra, and like are full on trusting everything we're doing. But Shy is just always like suspicious. Whenever you want to pet her, you have to give her your hand first so she can sniff you and make sure it's really you. She's really not trusting her environment. And if you touch her without her noticing, then she jumps. But sadly I couldn't capture that because she knew I was around, so she immediately sniffed me. Shy is also the tiniest creature in the world. She's so thin and so fragile looking, but like she's eating the same amount as everybody else. It's probably just her body type. And in comparison to that, is grande. Grande is her brother. They were born at the exact same day, but that dude is the biggest cat you could imagine for being 7 months old. Even the vet, when we brought him in for the castration, was saying like, is he really 6 months old? Are you sure about that? And like Vic was like, yeah, we were there when he was born. And again, we picked the perfect name for him because back then already he was the biggest tiny kitten that we had, and he just kept on growing and kept on being really buff. And you can even feel it when you touch him. I know this sounds weird, but when you touch him or when you pet him, he has this very strong structure, and he's just built out of muscles. But the big but with Grande is that he doesn't know how to deal with people touching him or cats really touching him. He's very loving, but then again, a real asshole. He's just searching for problems constantly. When you're trying to like pick him up from a chair because he's in the way, he will grab onto you, start biting you and clawing you and doing all of these things. Or when you're just petting him and he's like, oh yeah, I enjoy that, he'll turn around and bite you. Just like that. It's mostly because he's playful and he has too much energy, but he doesn't know how to control his powers, you know? And then he starts clawing you really much, and like whenever I have claw marks on my hands or something, it's mostly because of Grande, because he's just as much into my chair as Diva is. And I have to get both of them out. So the last one of our 5 kitties is Minnie. And Minnie is really the cutest, let's be honest. She has the whitest white on her body, and she looks like she's actually a white cat and is just wearing the fur of her enemy. She is also the most special looking one because she got the special paws from her mom, Sombra. Minnie has 5 toes on each foot and has 7 claws on the front legs. And that is really crazy looking, but that also makes her sound like she's walking on stilettos through the house when she's walking on the wooden floor. And when she's walking on the carpet floor here in the bedroom, she always gets stuck. So she kinda is walking like that, which really looks funny and is really adorable. She got these extra claws and paws most likely from Sombra because she has that as well. But she doesn't have these 7 claws, so there must have been some weird mutation going on, but she'll manage. And I've saved the best for last. It is very funny every time we give them wet food because they get so excited and they love it so much. And I really thought I wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah. And I have to get some extra plates. 1 second. Get them from the bedroom. Oh my god. Yes. Look at Kiva, she's always sitting there so nicely. I'll get food.
Are you hungry, Sandra? Are you hungry? Yeah?
Get down there.
You're the biggest guy with the smallest voice. Are you hungry? Yeah? Yeah? Really? What about you, Diva? Are you hungry? Diva? 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 Stop, Sombra. Are you gonna get wet food? Are you gonna get wet food? Nah. No food for you. Too fat. What's up, Diva? I don't know, maybe I'm just hanging out here. Everybody's around here screaming. I don't know. Oh, let's sniff the butt. Oh, let's see.
Let me get the last few bits. It has to be even, man.
You want to purr a little stronger there, Sombra?
No. Okay. Have one more bit here. This. Okay. Let's go.
Do you want to break your neck, huh? Okay. 1, 2. I know. I take the other 2 to the other room.
Oh,
Mini. Oh God. Oh
Minnie
God.
wants some food now.
Mini.
Oh, abuse. Cat abuse.
Fuck you.
Minnie, go with Mama. You need to get the wet food in the other room or else you won't get anything.
Oh my God. Since when are you so strong?
She hit puberty. Okay.
That was everything I could capture of my cats in a whole week. I hope you enjoyed this little compilation of my weird ass family in here. And let's get to the comment of the week. This week it is again Afro Jellybean, aka Waffles, who has commented, "Sombra got thicker than a bowl of oatmeal," under my last video, "What really happened in 2018. Thank you so much, Waffles. I was really laughing about this a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Cheerio!